we've seen some really big historic clubs struggle financially in the division that we're in the National League South. One of those being Torquay United last season. Has it surprised you in how much it costs to run a football club? And if you can, just give us some examples of some specific things. You mentioned obviously like scans and stuff like that. What are some really expensive bills that you end up having to pay that fans may not appreciate?
It also depends how committed you are to running a football club properly. If you're just going to run a part-time club, not look after the players, not give them any insurance, not but when I came in here, they didn't have a coach to take them to Braintree last year. So I paid for the coach to Braintree. They didn't have any snacks on board. I paid for those. And so it's just people don't realise that there's these little things that we're doing now. You walk in the change room, there's a fridge full of drinks. They've got the best whey protein on the market, not the cheapest, the best one. Um, Everything costs money. The National League, in their wisdom, have brought four referees in, so now our refereeing cost has gone up by 25%. Players' wages have gone up because of the Wrexham effect, and the Stockport effect, and the Barnet effect. All these players are spending much more on players, and even you've got Dorking and Bournemouth in our league. They're playing with a National League budget, not with a
Yeah.
National League South budget. So that has an effect on players. What players think they're worth, what the players expect. Our budget has gone up this year. One, we've got some more better players, but also it's just gone up generally because everything is getting more expensive. We feed the players four times a week. Anybody that does a household shop knows how expensive it is to feed a couple of kids. We're feeding 25, 30 mouths every single day, twice a day.
Yeah.
All cost money. Players don't have to put their hand in their pocket. When you go to Barnet, he charges them for toast and eggs. So everything we are doing costs money. Every time there's a leak, if somebody comes to the bar and leaves us a gift, someone's got to fix these things. And there are so many costs of running this business that you just don't expect and you don't notice. And with the amount of injuries we already had this year and the amount of rehab we're having to do, that's all costing so much money.
Yeah, and they really are hidden bonuses that people don't appreciate. I mean, I remember a documentary when Theo Paphitis was in charge of Millwall. Sean Williams went over this, and I remember Neil Harris, who's currently the manager at Millwall, now big Millwall legend. He ended up having a row with Theo because they were being charged for the bread to put into the toaster, and they were paying for their meal. So these are extremely positive things that the club is outputting, obviously costing a lot of money over the course of a year. That fans don't appreciate, and that's, I guess, why there is a real call to action, isn't there, for the fans to get on board. And I know Alan said this last time we spoke as well. It's not about arriving at the game at 5-3, and quickly getting to your place. It's about getting to the club and having a drink beforehand, and going to the club shop and buying a program and having your lunch at the club beforehand, because we are a team. We are all shoulder to shoulder in this, and every single pound that is spent within the club goes back into supporting the club, doesn't it?
100%. And that's why it's so important that the local companies and local businesses get behind what we're doing and make that commitment to support the club, because
Yeah.
it is a hub for the community. It's a hub where, so many, on a weekend, I think I put in the column that's in the paper today, Sunday morning, when you're seeing all these kids and families all in our kit, it just makes you feel so proud. When I came in here and I drove around the town, I didn't see one kit, didn't see one Eastbourne Borough kit around town. Now you'll see kits around town. You'll see them all over the internet. It's if we've changed anything in the last year, we've made people proud to wear Eastbourne Borough colours. It was all Liverpool, Brighton, Man United, Tottenham, Spurs, Arsenal, but not Eastbourne Borough. Now, when you look at them playing in the field, you see more Borough kits, and that to me is one of our greatest achievements so far.
And uniquely for a club at our level, that transcends Eastbourne. I mean, I saw on X the other day, formerly known as Twitter, there was a Brazilian supporters club that's just opened up, and I'm part of a football manager community on Facebook, and lots of people were talking recently. Oh, the team that a lot of people are going to choose in the coming season is Eastbourne Borough, and this has definitely come outside of Eastbourne now. This is there are people speaking about. I know in speaking to Kim, we send shirts to all countries, internationally. And this is a very new thing. The club wasn't doing this before, was it?
No, so it didn't have a website, a club shop website. Um, Within the first year, we sent, I think, Kim will correct me if I'm not, over 300 shirts to America. And I saw last week a shirt in Brisbane. I saw a shirt in even this morning. I got a picture from Ghana of somebody who came to the game on Saturday and bought a shirt and took it back for his son and sent me a picture. So, as a brand, Eastbourne Borough, when we came in, had about 15,000 followers across all their social platforms. We're now over 250,000 across all our social platforms and growing every single day. Last week alone, we grew over 5,000 new followers on our social platforms. No other football club is growing at the speed that we are. We're making great content, which again was something that I was lambasted and criticised for last year. And I said, I don't care. We're in this modern world. We've got to be positive and aggressive about our messaging. We've got to get out there and tell people what we're doing. We've got to be different. And to the point now, I'm getting young people who want to buy football clubs are sending me their documents saying, "What do you think about this? You seem to be an expert on this." I'm like, I'm no expert. I'm just learning the same as everybody else. I'm going through all the pain that everybody else is going through, but I'm getting some successes because I'm doing the right things.